Hello everybody and welcome back to Dr. Ghost Games. If y'all are new to the channel, welcome. I'm Dr. Ghost and I make content for the game World of Warships Legends. Today we're going to be in the Tier 4 Premium American Light Cruiser USS Marblehead. Now if you guys are not aware, the Marblehead is one of the Omaha class light cruisers, so keep that in mind. We're going to have a pretty fun match here. I'm going to point off some teaching moments as well. In a couple areas in this video. Now, I would like to real quick, just because people sometimes ask questions in the comments below, I'd like to go over my build real fast. I run Aiming Systems Mod 1 for the modification on this cruiser. I also have Norman Scott as my commander. I have Francesco Mambelli with Nikolai Kuznetsov as inspirations. I also go with Beyond Range, Igniter, Punch Through, Fixated, and Refill Station on my light cruisers. So, yeah. Now, with the Omahas, you guys need to be playing at range and using your maneuverability to your advantage, as well as your concealment. Now, keep in mind, guys, that a lot of people in the community think the Omaha is so bad, and they think that the Omahas just suck because they have horrible armor and they blow up, and which they're not wrong. The Omaha class light cruisers have horrible armor and they've got a very exposed citadel. But then again, guys, if you really think about it, pretty much all other cruisers at the tier have the same kind of issue, except like maybe Emile Berton or some cruisers like that, maybe some of the Italians. But for the most part, cruisers get absolutely smacked when they screw up, usually. We won't talk about the occasional overpen crap that happens, but yeah, like it just happened there, but anyways, no, seriously, guys, the speciality with the Omaha class light cruiser is not his armor. The Omahas do not have good armor, but what they do have in trade for armor is maneuverability, speed, and firepower. That is the way of the Omahas. Is they have great guns, 152 millimeter 6-inch guns. They are fantastic at doing damage over time, and that's what makes these things really so powerful in the DPM department. Keep in mind, they are the Mark 13 and the Mark 16s. You have the Mark 16s and the double turrets, one in the front, one in the back, and the Mark 13s, you got about 8 of those. Yeah, this thing is plastered with firepower, and the range on my build is about 15.4 kilometers, and I've got a 5.9 second reload. So keep in mind, guys, I am shooting about, on average, 10 shells every 6 seconds. And they're 6-inch guns. So, yeah, that's not really fun for the enemy, and I'm able to just sit here and absolutely crap on them from range. Now, keep in mind, we are loading AP for this Monster Kakuli. We did Citadel him earlier, but he is angled in. But I am actually getting some okay penetration, so I'm keeping the AP loaded just for the time being. Now, keep in mind, guys, like I said, the Omahas have fantastic guns. They've got really good maneuverability, they've got really good speed, and their torpedoes are decent as well. They're really just in the oh shit department category of torpedoes. And what I mean by that is basically the only time you should ever use your torpedoes is when people are really close to you. Now keep in mind, on the Marblehead and on the Murmansk, they have the 8-kilometer torpedoes. However, the Omaha has the 5.5 kilometer torpedoes on each side. So yeah, the Marblehead actually has some pretty long range torpedoes, 8-kilometer range. So you guys can actually surprise some people with those torpedoes. I have actually dev-struck destroyers before with those torpedoes. One time I was going around an island, I set my torpedoes, and you know, just about a minute later, a couple of those torpedoes hit a destroyer and I got a dev strike. I mean, you can occasionally catch people with those torpedoes. They're very slow, yes, but they are super, super sneaky. And what I mean by sneaky is they have about a 1-kilometer detection range on those torpedoes. So people will not see those torpedoes until it's too late. They're basically floating sea mines, so keep that in mind. Now, the Aaa Defense on the Marblehead is horrible. Don't be depending on your AA really at all. The concealment is actually pretty good. I've got about 10.6 kilometer concealment. Really, concealment doesn't matter too much because I'm going to be firing a lot no matter what I do here. Now, also, yeah, that's about it really with the armor. And the armor, guys, I'm not even going to go over the armor. We all know it's bad. The armor is absolutely abysmal. It can get overmatched anywhere, even by its own size. Gun, 6-inch guns can actually overmatch Omahas. So keep that in mind. Now, what else is there to talk about the Marblehead? Well, and the Omahas? Well, you guys, really, I should talk about how you guys should be playing these ships. And like I've said, Play them at range. Use your range, like I said, because I run Norman Scott. I've got 15-kilometer range, totally balanced, right? So I'm able to just span people down at maximum range, and I have the maneuverability and the rudder and all the speed to dodge shells if I need to. Now, keep in mind, you still occasionally will take hits. I mean, even when I actively dodge, I still occasionally get hit, and there's really not much I can do about it. That's why I lost about pretty much all my hit points up to this point. Now, as you guys could probably tell by the title of this video, it's going to be a win, it's going to be a can't win harder, basically, kind of moment here. Well, not a can't win harder, it's going to be really a can't carry hard enough kind of video here. Notice that our team has absolutely done horrible up to this point. They have basically no caps. We have 0 caps in our name, and we've already lost 3 ships, 2 of our destroyers being. So keep that in mind. We are completely out of destroyers, and we just lost a 4th ship, the Koenig there. However, we just sunk one of their ships as well, the Pyotr Velecki. Now, losing your destroyers at the beginning of a match is never good, because destroyers have the capability to just go around stealth capping everything. That's when destroyers are just so powerful, guys. I can't say it enough. You guys need to seriously stop YOLOing in your destroyers and actually use your concealment to your advantage. That's what destroyers are all about, is using that concealment to your advantage. Yes, I know the concealment may not be the most balanced because, you know, Wargaming doesn't really care about balancing too much, obviously. Yeah, you know, your submarine level concealment, you can go around the map getting capture zones if need be, and you can use your stealth torpedo abilities to your advantage. So really, there's no excuse for destroyers to be dying in the first minute, 2 minutes of the game, because you have the capability to also disengage. Most destroyers have smoke screens. You could turn around, pop your smoke screen, and disengage if you need to. So, yeah, it's just really annoying how people just die like that in the beginning like that. And some people have commented on my videos saying how that's not really an issue, when obviously there is a skill issue. I mean, it's everywhere, not just at tier 4. It's up at tier 5s, up at tier 6s, up at tier 7s. It's everywhere. People are like that no matter where you go. So I don't want to hear it when people go down the comments saying, oh, well, there's no skill issue. There is a skill issue in this game. I would have to say 80% of the player base has no idea how to play this game. The people that do know how to play this game, they're in the 20% category. And that's just fact. Because Wargaming and the developers there do not want to add any sort of ways for newer players to at least learn a bit. Hell, why don't they actually advertise their community contributors a lot more in their game as well? Like, have things saying, hey, go check out this person, hey, go check out that person. They're teaching you, they've got a video up on how to play certain ships. That would be awesome. There is a lot of things the Wargaming developers can do to help newer players. So there's no excuse for that. Now, of course, guys, I can't lie. There's always going to be bad players in this game. You can't really help that. But Wargaming devs still can put some things in place to limit the amount of bad players or lower skilled players. There's still a lot of things they can do. But they just choose not to. They choose to monetize the hell out of their game, which that is within their right as a company. They need to monetize their game. They have money. They need to earn. They've got employees to pay. I understand that fully, but there still is some things they can do, and it's not that hard to do. Just implement it. It's not that difficult. And a lot of the community contributors have been preaching this too. It's not just me. Now, enough ranting. I'm sorry about that, guys. I just had to say it. But that was about a 2-minute rant I just went off there. But anyways, not much else to talk about with this game. It's just me sailing around HE spamming. I've always said it. That's kind of how these cruisers are now these days, especially the Omahas. They are support cruisers. They're not meant to go in there and brawl and take hits. They're meant to stay at range, using their concealment, kiting around, sitting behind islands, and that's unfortunately the way cruisers are supposed to play. Now, I'd like to point out that we're up to 82,000 damage. We've got 1 kill. We've also got a Citadel, and we have a capture ribbon as well. We are trying our best here, and I think we are the only fucking person here, pardon my language, the only freaking person here to actually get a capture zone. It's unbelievable. Like, it's me and my division mate up against basically the whole entire team here. I don't know what to say, guys. I guess we just cannot carry hard enough. Now, I forgot to mention, we're also in a division. I said that just a second ago. We're in with Kenobi, and we're also in with M1. I'm sure you guys have seen M1 before on the channel before. But, yeah, M1 got crapped on at the beginning of the game. He was trying his best to do as much damage before he went down. He was in between 2 battleships. He got absolutely obliterated. And speaking of getting obliterated, we just took out one of their destroyers. And we're now about to take out their second destroyer, the Klaus Horn. That should be the last salvo I need, and down he goes. That's 2 of their destroyers down in about 15 seconds. Yeah. Rule number 1, destroyers, do not rush a freaking light cruiser when it knows what it's doing. I mean, I'm just saying, that was not a very bright move. So, anyways, we'll take it. That's 2 of their destroyers down, and we just brought our kills up to 3. So now we have 3 kills in our name. We've got a high caliber and a Confederate. We are doing everything in our power to carry this match. We're trying here so freaking hard, dude, but it's not enough, and it just is not enough, guys. Now, we're trying to burn down this New York. We know we could probably dodge all the shells. We're at almost maximum range here. We're trying to get fires on him, and as long as we can keep him at range and basically keep him at arm's length and just keep burning him down, I'm pretty confident that I think we can go ahead and survive this and actually take out that New York. I'm trying to get Kenobi to kill that Koenig there, because that Koenig needs to die. If we're gonna win this game, we're not winning it on points. I can tell you that much. We need to kill both of the enemy ships. That's the only way we're gonna win this game. So I'm trying to get Kenobi to kill that Koenig, and unfortunately for Kenobi, dudes, his RNG is just not enough. Keep in mind also, Kenobi is a newer player, so he might not know exactly where to aim. But I'm trying to say, hey man, just try to hit up higher in the superstructure if he's angled, and aim at his bow stern. You can overmatch him with your 14-inch guns. I was trying to basically tell him all the gists here on where to aim and how to take him out, because we need to get that Koenig off the board. We really do. Same with the New York. I'm just trying to get Kenobi to get this guy off the board. If we can get him off the board, we win the game, because I can know for sure I can go and kill that New York. It's not that difficult to do, and I've done it many times before. I'm pretty confident in my abilities here. So we're up to 102,000 damage. Damage, not really what I'm looking at in this match. I'm just really, the main thing I was focusing on in this match was trying to win. I was like, gosh, I really want to win this game. I know we can do it. We just got to kill both these guys. And that was what my mind was set on. We cannot win on points. It's too late for points, guys. We cannot win on points at all. So I see the New York, and I start shooting at him, and I'm going to kite out. I'm very, very close to him, which is quite dangerous. But we are going to be able to be okay here. We're going to keep getting fires, and we're going to keep spamming him down until he eventually succumbs to his injuries, and which very shortly he will do. Keep in mind, we have 3 kills. We've got 108,000 damage. We got all the medals. Well, not all the medals, but we got a high caliber and a Confederate. We're not doing too bad. It really does show that we are trying our best just to try to do everything in our power to win this game. And we're still keeping our guns rolling. We're still keeping them rolling. Come on, shells. Oh, he got a rear hit on me. Hit me for 1,000. Didn't take me out. Oh my goodness, I got lucky as hell there. And speaking of hell, that guy's about to be going to hell, because all the fires on his ship is, yeah, not a good. And that should be our 4th kill of the game. Bring our damage up to 114,000. Now, look at that Koenig's health, everybody. He is so close to dying. I'm like, come on, man. Just get a few more shells to land in his superstructure. Not even a few, just a couple will kill him. He's got to be on, what, like a few hundred HP? Holy crap, guys. Oh, my goodness. And unfortunately, guys, it's just not happening. It's just not freaking happening. I'm like, oh, my lord. Can you please take him out? And unfortunately, it's not happening. Now, that Koenig is playing completely right here. He's turning away. He's trying to get this. He's trying to disengage, which is the right play. If that Koenig is smart, he should know that if he's going to win this game, he has to live, because he has the points lead. He has no need at all to win harder here. And unfortunately, he is going to do exactly that, and he is going to win this game. There's nothing we can do about it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is basically about just it. It's another episode here of basically you can't carry hard enough sometimes. You just can't. It's unfortunate. And unfortunately, that was Kenobi's last salvo there, and it did not hit him. And that Koenig is just going to slip away on just a few hundred HP. And it really hurts the soul, guys. But we tried our best. We tried to carry as much as we could, but it just was not enough. And yeah, I like to show these kind of matches off. Because it just shows that I occasionally have games like this where I try everything in my power, but sometimes it's just, you can't carry hard enough, guys. But nonetheless, I hope you all did enjoy it. Have a good rest of your weekend, everybody. I know it's Friday, and I hope you all, try to spread some positivity. Be kind to one another. Treat everybody with decency, respect, as everybody should be. Try to open a door for somebody as well. It might make somebody's day by just being kind. Tell somebody you love them. And that is going to be the end of this video and the end of this match. And look at that, guys. We nearly had more XP than the enemy team. That's crazy. But that's it, everybody. as heartbreaking as it is. But I'll see y'all in the next one. See you Monday. Peace out. Stay healthy. As always.